Top 5 Puzzling Island Mysteries. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Here are top 5 Puzzling Island Mysteries. Number 5. Death of a Recluse, Great Barrier Island. On 30th June 1999, the decomposing body of 51-year-old Colin Michael Good was found in his home near Clarus on Great Barrier Island. Good's right hand was missing and the remains of his dog were found beside him. Prior to the discovery, Good had been seen for the last time in April 1999. He was a known cannabis grower and had been assaulted and robbed of money and cannabis in 1991. 2 rifles were found in the bedroom where the grisly discovery was made, but it was quickly determined that Good had not died of gunshot wounds. In fact, no cause of death could be established even after extensive and comprehensive post-mortem examinations. The case grew cold over time and remains that way today, with no suspects ever identified or apprehended. Number 4. Disappearance from Paradise, Hawaii. There are a lot of eerie tales surrounding the idyllic paradise that is Hawaii, including the creepy night marches, the ghost of the woman in the red dress, and the choking ghost of Waikiki. However, it is the real-life unsolved mysteries that truly sends a chill down one's spine. In this case, it is the tragic story of Diane Suzuki. 19-year-old Diane Suzuki was a dance instructor who lived in Halawa, worked at the Rosalie Woodson Dance Academy, and dated Lester Gantan. Diane was planning a trip to the North Shore of Oahu after work on Saturday the 6th of July 1985. Her last class ended at 3 and at 3:15 a friend arrived at the academy to pick her up. Diane was nowhere to be found. Her car was still where she had parked it that morning and her keys and purse were inside. After her parents were notified of their daughter's disappearance, they camped outside the academy in their car hoping she would show up. During that time, they witnessed a man named Dewey Hamasaki, as well as his father and sister carrying a trunk and stowing it in a vehicle. Dewey was known to have had a crush on Diane and worked as a photographer at the academy. He was present when she gave her last lesson. Dewey was questioned and the marsh around his house searched. A lack of evidence led him to never being arrested or charged. 5.5 years later, clothes resembling that which Diane was wearing the day she disappeared were found in a pig farm owned by Dewey's father. Frustratingly, after this discovery, the suspects, Dewey, his father, and the sister, as well as around 100 witnesses were brought before a grand jury, but still the court declined to press charges. Diane Suzuki's remains have never been found. Her mother died in 1997 without ever finding out the truth about her daughter's disappearance. Number 3. Sea Pants, Baffin Island. In 2017, a photo of a massive rock formation in Canada's Arctic drew all sorts of attention as it resembled a giant pair of pants. The rock was photographed by a hunter, Max Kullock, around 90 kilometers south of the Arctic Bay community. It is only reachable by boats during the summer and is estimated to be over 50 meters tall. The formation, or sea arch, stands overlooking the water of Arctic Bay, and the local Nunavut community have named it Kalingua, which means like pants in Inuktitut. The arch looks so unreal that people who saw the photograph of it believed it to be photoshopped. 4 Canadian geologists have examined the photo of the sea arch and agree that they had never seen a formation in the Arctic before. But after an information counselor with the Unikarvik Visitor Center reached out to her sources, she was able to verify that the arch does exist. Some believe it to be a sacred monument, and several tourism companies were excited to promote it to their clients. It remains baffling, however, just how the structure remained hidden from the world for so long, considering that one tourism company afterwards stated they had taken groups of tourists to the arch for the past 3 years. Number 2. The Hobbits, Flores Island. In 2003, fossils of Homo floresiensis were discovered on Flores Island. The fossils were so small that they were dubbed the Hobbits of Flores Island. The discovery immediately ignited controversy and debate over whether the fossils were the remains of an unknown branch of early humans or rather modern humans ravaged by disease. In life, these beings stood at least 4 feet tall and their brains were 1/3 the size of modern humans. Despite this, however, they ate meat, traveled thousands of miles across the ocean to make the island their home, and worked with homemade stone tools. It is believed that they may have encountered our own species if they existed as recently as 50,000 years ago, considering Homo sapiens are thought to have reached Australia around 65,000 years ago. The origin of the hobbits remain unknown, however, as does their fate. It is yet to be determined where exactly they fit into the evolutionary family tree and what caused them to disappear. Number 1. Mystery Box, Santa Cruz Island, Dr. Cary Q. Stanton never married and eventually left NYC behind to live on his family's ranch on Santa Cruz Island in 1957. He was somewhat eccentric, and on the rare occasions he had visitors over to the ranch, he would follow a rigid schedule and expect his guests to adhere to it as well. Dinner would be served at 7:30 p.m., coffee and cookies at 8:30 p.m., and he would promptly retire to bed at 9 p.m. Stanton died on the 8th of December 1987 and was buried in the island's private cemetery. His will stated that the ranch be left to the Nature Conservancy, who would oversee activities on the island. In April 1990, a metal box was discovered in a shed on the ranch. Inside it were severely decomposed human remains that were basically just a heap of ashes. Alongside the remains were sets of false teeth dating back to the 50s, a clothing fastener dating back to the 40s, and a diamond-studded ring dating back to before the Second World War. Tests were done on the fragments of the bone found, and it was established the remains belonged to an elderly female who most likely died soon after the war. While Stanton was never believed to have been responsible for the woman's death, it remains unclear why her remains were in a metal box on the ranch. She has also never been identified.
So all in all, your thoughts?
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.